Welcome back to the council. We're in the beginning of the next episode, which I don't know the name of, but we will see it soon. In the last episode, we kind of a little bit failed with the riddle in the crypts, so it was a little bit, unfortunate, because we solved the riddle correctly with all its complete solution. Everything was correct, but still we failed due to the stupid thing that the icon of the quarter moon is a half moon. And the half moon is like the first rising, the quarter moon is the rising moon. So in the end we figured out the right solution, but selected the wrong icon, and therefore the game thought that we didn't figure out the riddle. So our hero, our player character, has lost his hand. I guess so. We haven't seen it, but most likely, as his mother, he will have lost his hand. I was thinking about playing it again to fix that, to set things right, because we had the riddle correct. But then I thought a little bit about it, and I decided not to do it. Simply for the reason that this is a very, very story-based game and a very decision-based game, and there's nothing else besides talking and taking decisions. So having done this failure of losing the hand could also be quite interesting. I guess most players will try to have the best playthrough and to play with both hands. And I will just take it as it is. So we have failed the riddle, although in our minds we found the right solution, but in the end we did not select the right symbol. So it was still a failure. We will live with one hand now and see how that plays through. I don't think that the game will end or stop for any reason for that. I just think we'll have a little bit different playthrough and see what happens. Kind of curious. No, stop it here. You're making me blush. But you deserve it, Nicola. You deserve it. I will keep it going. Okay, great. So also for you YouTubers, we are playing this live on Twitch. So if you want to be part of that next time, just head over to the Twitch channel, leave a follow there, and then you could be into the chat as the others are right now. So let's see. I selected 3 manuscripts for reading, and then we'll look into the next episode. Go. Most likely with a video.
I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better, if you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Filthy swine! I'm going to open this damn door and skin you alive! You're not going to get the better of us!
Mother?
Louis, you've come around. How do you feel?
It hurts. Mother? I can't feel my arm.
Louis, I had to cauterize it with what I could find.
Where's my arm?
We'll get through this, Louis. Don't worry. I think I found a solution. You'll see.
We gotta leave. No, don't put your arm in there.
Louis, we can't leave without it. It's our last chance. I need to see this through to the end. I must do it.
We've done it, Louis. Look,
Stubborn as a mule.
come on, up you get. I'll help you. Easy does it. You've lost a lot of blood.
And now what?
Let's take what we came for.
And there we are in. As expected, we lost our arm. Let's see how that plays along. A little bit sad that we are not allowed to do the riddle again, but yeah, maybe the game wants to avoid losing a second arm. I want to know how she managed to open it. Come on, we know how she managed to open it. We found the solution ourselves.
Yes. My carelessness has cost me dearly.
Yes, but even so, we haven't time to feel sorry for ourselves. Let's not waste another minute, Louis.
What the hell? It's Batman's cave.
But where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around.
We would better keep our guard up. Cost me 1 point in addition because... Do I have a golden? Yeah, I have a golden. Good.
Be careful, Mother. As if me saying that will make any difference. Knowing Mortimer, I wouldn't be surprised if he rigged his crypt with traps.
So you think the door is not enough?
Do you want to wager your other hand?
You've got a point there. We have to find that weapon.
Weapon?
What do you know about
yeah,
the
they're
Holy
thinking of-
Lance, Louis?
The what?
The Lance of Longinus the Centurion.
I know. Cost me nothing. Good. Which one do we take? Doesn't matter. I guess.
Yes. The centurion that pierced the side of Christ with his lance. That weapon naturally became a holy relic.
Exactly.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
But I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
Hey, Senior. I want to know why she shot Emma. Don't insist. Yeah.
Hang on a second.
What's the matter?
Why did you shoot Emily's sister?
Do you really think now is the right time for this?
Yeah. Insist, goddammit.
I want to know, Mother. Why did you betray her?
Listen, Louis, I don't think you've really understood my interest in the Al-Azif. It's not just simple curiosity about some old relic.
You tried to kill her.
And I had no choice, for crying out loud. It must not fall into the hands of the demons, or we are all doomed, don't you see? Listen, I don't know exactly what it contains, but I prefer to be one step ahead. If they want it, there must be a reason. And even if I don't know what it is, I want to stop them for safety's sake, no matter what.
Nothing will stop you if I understand correctly. Not even...
Enough, Louis. If you could see the extent of their power as I do, then you would understand what I'm saying.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing. If they find you in possession of the lance, they won't let you get away with it. Choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to PEGI. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
PEGI, the Cardinal. Okay, question Cardinal PEGI about the Holy Lance. Press X to consult your notes. I must find Holy Lands. Great! So, hey Sanya, how are you today? I hope everything is fine. We are going left first. Huh? What is... Okay, sometimes they are popping up strange shadows. They fixed the bug with OBS, but it seems that they introduced some new graphical bugs in there. But, as it seems, the stream is fluently perfect. Great. Not your day today? But don't fear, tomorrow is another day. And no, you have only 3.5 hours left, sure.
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter.
Translates, I know the name, the powerful man who had an avengeful reign. Okay, but we take the one which doesn't cost us anything.
That was the Pope from the Middle Ages who inspired the Third Crusade. He gave the Roman people the power to elect their magistrates. This sarcophagus is beautifully made, but ancient. Stone is marked by the passage of time, but it's really well preserved.
I have to keep an eye on the points I have still. I only have 3 and I don't have any items to get some more, and also no items to get some free points. Ah, okay. So I hope you get well soon then. No, today I haven't been sailing. I took a break. Today I was actually sleeping, coding a little bit, and the rest of the day I was replaying Dark Souls 3 because I made a little mistake in the playthrough and cancelled one of the NPC quest lines. So I replayed to the stage where we are in the Let's Play, and now we can have it completed.
I can see that this spear has a so-called leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. I can see the tip is engraved with the symbol of the Eye of Ra.
This is not the spear we are looking for. This is not the spear we are looking for. Tomorrow I will take some hours for sailing, and Saturday I have then the tests. But where was I? Yeah, as I said, Saturday I have the sailing tests, and then I passed all the tests, so to say, the trial tests.
This one has no name. I wonder who it was for.
Maybe for you? If this would be Dark Souls, you could lie in there and then you would be teleported to somewhere strange. But that's not Dark Souls. Is he holding his hand now the rest of the game?
Is he coming?
Thanks for the host, Sanya. Yeah, this was Amazon same-day delivery, which is always past 6 o'clock, which is one of the nicest introductions of delivery, but also very harmonizing even more the local stores. But yeah, that's economic development. Not perfect for everyone. Ooh, Devil's Thorn. I don't need that. I have enough. Give me shiny. Give me silky. Okay, if this is really inside the island, how is this whole thing stable at all? I don't believe that. Well, for the delivery guys, I guess it's not really a difference. They have their late shifts, but Who cares? So many people have late shifts.
Flavius Aetius.
Flavius Aetius, inspect the
It was cut a long time ago. You can tell by the rough hacks of the tool and the patina of the stone. This sarcophagus is very ancient. I'd say it's several centuries old.
Oh, it cost me nothing. I take that.
I remember. He was the Roman general who defeated Attila and his hordes in the terrible battle of the Catalonian plains. Flavius Aetius, the one they call the last of the Romans. He was assassinated by his own emperor, who was jealous of all his victories. But how did he end up here?
How does that make sense? His emperor is jealous of the victories of one of his assassins? That sounds pretty strange. Okay, we will need that, I guess, for some sort of riddle.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear. Its blade is in iron or steel, I think. I can make out a rising sun engraved on the tip.
Rising sun. Okay, that looks better than the other spear, but not really sure if it's that. Yeah, he has some serious pain, I would say. But yeah, we will play with that. Have him one-handed. Yeah, phantom pains he will develop later. For now he just has real pains. I'm curious. I'm really wondering that he is still able just to think logically, walk around, do riddles.
The sarcophagus has been ravaged by time. It's sort of ageless, I guess. It's entirely sculpted.
Okay, those take me 1 point. Decipher the inscriptions. Try to understand. Better decipher.
These symbols, these grooves, cuneiform script. This is humanity's oldest alphabet, the language of Babel. Sadly, no one today even knows how to decipher it. There's also some text engraved beneath in ancient Greek, Sargon.
But if all people at your place are sick, Sanya, then you don't need a quarantine, because then your home is the quarantine.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Oh, that's good. Honey is good. Honey was for free, huh? Restore 2 effort points. No, it's worth restoring. Good, take that.
Well, we can see that this lance has a particular spear shape. It is coated in gold. You can distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable.
Fish, 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 fish. Okay, if my own knowledge doesn't trick me too much, fish is some sort of Christian symbol, or isn't it? I hope so. For now, it would be my best pick. Oh, there's another lance. Or...
Well, here we can see this lance has a leaf shape, is gold rimmed, and a fish is engraved on the tip.
Damn it. 2 fishy ones. But still the other one is, I guess, more suitable. I find it a little bit strange that there are just laying around several spare heads for no reason. What is the inner game explanation for that? Besides making up a riddle. Okay, here's an unnamed sarcophagus. I can't pronounce this strange word. Sarcophagus or I don't get it.
We can see that this lance has a leaf shape, and, well, it's in gold. I can see that a crucifix is engraved on the tip, just barely visible.
Nope. Crucifix doesn't work out. The crucifix was the Christian symbol after the crucifixion. That is a trick one. Or, wait. Yeah, must be. Must be. It was a symbol before, but not for them.
Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
Okay, this is the exact same one as the other, except that this is copper and the other is gold. Copper is more realistic than gold, since it was just a random soldier who did it. Why should a random soldier have a gold spare? So copper is better, but...
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip. I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Oh. Again?
I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Now he even says fish. Okay, this is really close to the other one which we found with this, with the fish on it.
This lance has a leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip.
No. The leaf ones are not the correct ones, I would say. They are most likely a dead leaf. Okay, we have more points, so we can investigate the other riddles more. If fishes have been later a symbol, I don't know when fishes turned up, but I would say that they are one of the oldest ones. But I'm not really that much into it. Yeah, I'm only allowed to take one. His mother told us several times just to take one. So.
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer.
What?
It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription.
It is him. He is dead.
Let's see what we can find here. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here. It's far too heavy. I'm not going to be able to do it on my own.
We could force it open. We have the 6 points. Huh? How?
The sarcophagus of Lord
bug.
Mortimer.
Haha, we found a bug. Great.
Let's see what we can find here.
Okay, this one was for negative and this one was mutation. Good. And now it only takes 3 points, not 6 anymore. Oh no, we get a bonus of 3 for what? Cost reduction by 3. Why? Ah, we have agility level 2. That's perfect.
Ha! Great. Now let's see what's inside.
And what is inside? Ah, we got some tools. Okay. That's all?
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer. Let's see what we can find here.
Okay, that's really strange with the thing.
Great. Now let's see what's inside.
That's really strange. Okay, what did we get here? We got some jelly, which I will take both. And then a gold. Ah, sure, we get a negative one for that. Okay, good. But we were able to restore. We need to remember that we're not allowed to take so many jellies at once. Jellies are dangerous.
What about this lance? It's got a spear shape. And the blade is partly made of copper. A barely visible crucifix is engraved on the blade.
No, I don't take the ones with the crucifix. The problem is now we have two spear-shaped tips, both with a fish. So the problem of that is which one is the one we want to have. So we have to investigate both again, and also the other parts. Okay, this was not the one. This was also not the one. I guess this one here.
I can see this lance has a spear shape. It is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip. I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
But the soldier who killed Jesus with the spear, he was not Egypt. Or was he? Oh, damn it. I think he, why should he? No, he was not Egypt. Why should he be? So the question is, why should be there a symbol of Ra? Where's the other one? The other fish tokened spear-like spear.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear. Its blade is in iron or steel, I think. I can make out a rising sun engraved on the tip.
We have only one with a rising sun, so the rising sun symbol is unique among this spear thingies.
Well, we can see that this lance has a particular spear shape. It is coated in gold.
Ah,
You
okay.
can distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable.
Okay, this one has gold on it, so why? No, I don't think that the spear has gold on it. Do I have any more notes? No. So I have to investigate the things here.
This sarcophagus has been ravaged by time. It's sort of ageless, I guess. It's entirely sculpted.
Hey! Nukular, I see that.
Is this the tomb of a king? Judging by all the sculpted symbols of power, this is really ancient. The inscriptions are all eroded. I don't know what those marks mean, but maybe a stone or epitaph.
But they don't help me at all. What the hell?
Flavius Aetius. Flavius Aetius, the one they call the last of the Romans. He was assassinated by his own emperor, who was jealous of all his victories. But how did he end up here? Flavius Aetius. It was cut a long time ago. You can tell by the rough hacks of the tool and the patina of the stone. This sarcophagus is very ancient. I'd say it's several centuries old.
Do I get any hints which help me actually? So my my most favorite one is the one on the table in the back there. But the problem is, it is the one on the table, so the most obvious. And the most obvious one is seldom the right one. Or maybe the game wants us to believe that this is the obvious one and therefore not the right one, and made it the right one. You see? I hate that game. I hate it. So I'm running to the other sarcophagus.
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter. Clemens III. Clément III in French. How come his tomb ended up here and not in the Vatican? He was basically an anti-pope. His path to the throne was pretty turbulent, and he had to be enthroned several times. The result of a long conflict between the papacy and the Holy Empire. This sarcophagus is beautifully made, but ancient. Stone is marked by the passage of time, but it's really well preserved.
Good. So, I guess we cannot avoid to question the cardinal, and still it is our mission. So...
This one has no name. I wonder who it was for.
Good. Off to go to the cardinal. The problem is, our missing hand is kind of a good sign that we haven't been somewhere where we shouldn't be. Let's see how that works out. Whoa! Whoa! An item has been entered in the nail. Okay. This loading scene is really strange. That could be made more fluent, actually. So we have to find the cardinal, and at best finding him without getting across no one else. Question is, where is the cardinal currently? So it is night, so
Golden elixir.
So I think he is in his chamber. Are there more items respawned or just some few items? See if I still remember the labyrinth. Seems I do. So this episode is already out since a week, and First I was like, I need to play it, it's already out there 1 week. But then I got today another patch which fixed several game-breaking bugs as I read it. So now I'm quite happy that I waited a week. There were some issues and players getting trapped in some regions where they cannot exit anymore. Okay, let's take this way. It's not the way I wanted to do, but doesn't matter. What? That's new?
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Oh, okay. I thought there would be some new interaction, maybe. So... anyone in the dining room? No. Good. I hope they are all in their chambers. So we go to the Great Hall and then upstairs. Who is there? This is Washington. I go straight off to the Cardinal. Every loading screen, I'm fearing that someone
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
is waiting for us.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Not remembering where the room of the Cardinal was, so...
Huh, that's me.
Wasn't it next to us?
Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
It is.
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
He was not in the dining room. But that gives us a good chance to go through his stuff.
His Holiness Pope Pius VI, by Pompeo Petoni. This should help Piaggi feel at home.
Royal jelly. Good one.
Torquemada. Quite the contrast. Wow. The fanatical priest who created the Inquisition sends shivers down the spine.
My dear Giuseppe, poor health forbids me from joining you. Please thank Sir Gregory for his invitation to Lord Mortimer's. I'm convinced you'll be able to strengthen our agreements. Please tell Sir Gregory that his enterprise concerning our friend Cardinal Bishop Chiaramonti is following its course. I place my trust in you. May God bless you and give you protection. SS Giovanni Angelico Braschi.
Some further plans they are trying. Maybe they're initiating a new pope. Could be. Where's the icon for the... Hey! Didn't I see an icon there?
Destruction of the Temple of Jerusalem by Francesco Hayez. The Roman destruction by Titus and his army. What violence!
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve.
Yes. Okay, this was just a light reflection on an item. Good. Yeah, sure. So, if there is a symbol on the spear which is not Christian, it should be Roman. But the sun is on the Roman symbol, or?
Venus and Cupid with a satyr by Correggio. Innocence, indiscretion, and lechery. Giuseppe must love that. Love Triumphant by Caravaggio. Now there's someone for whom the sex of angels is no mystery.
Ooh. Item entering the handwritten notes by Lord Mortimer's. Inventory. What do we have here? Notes from the architect. No. Sarah's note? No. Bible's note? No. A page from Biaggi's book. My mother had written something on it, but it's not longer legible. Ah, that's not Biaggi's letter. Opened. Okay, it's not the one. Huh? Where's the note we just found? Is that one here? No. Good. I thought we could read that.
Amber crystals.
Yes.
The Lying Girl by Boucher. Here's a painting of mischievous eroticism. I wonder what Piaggi must think of this. The Rape of the Daughters of Leucippus by Rubens. Surprising choice for His Eminence Piaggi.
He's into some damn shit.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
John the Baptist, youth with a ram, a Caravaggio. A very sensual vision and very far from the usual representations of St. John.
Let's check the balcony.
Let's have a look at his personal papers. Of course, it's in Latin, the language of the church.
I don't understand Latin. I'm a little bit doubting his skills. He's like the second person in a super secret French international secret society, and he doesn't read Latin. Especially since the society is dealing with some occult stuff and so on.
Damn it. I should have followed my mother's advice and spent more time studying the classics.
Tudum. Damn it. Oh, my coffee machine is shutting down. No more coffee. I need coffee.
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
Good. Then let's check where he is. Let me guess, someone is outside now? No. Monsieur Cardinal, where are you? Let's see if he's somewhere outside the hallway. There's a servant. Thought there's an item. Okay, let's go downstairs again. Wait, where are we? This is the entrance room. The room which the destiny of... Ah, this is the... No, this is the entrance room. This is the dining hall. This is a small saloon. We have been in the dining hall already. Perfect, Sanya. No child can resist that. Or we're just boring. No one in the small saloon. Hey servant, don't look at my arm. This is Washington, not the Cardinal. Okay, let's check the dining room again. PEGI? Ah! There he is. This is Sparta! Huh? Quite some fall.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment to spare?
Not now, Louis. Please, leave me alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to be alone.
He's killing
Very
himself.
well. I'm only searching for information about the lance of Longinus, the soldier. If you could...
are not listening to me. You are playing with fire.
I heard you speak to Mr. von Wollner about it, and I was wondering if you could tell me something about it.
That was a private conversation. How could I have known that he was listening to us?
I see what you mean.
Louis, don't push it. Leave while you still can.
Your Eminence, are you all right? Your Eminence, are you with me? Can you turn around, please?
What do you want to know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
Your Eminence, turn around.
This is the weapon used by
It's
a
here.
Roman centurion on the very day Christ was nailed to the cross.
Look at me.
Longinus thrust his lance in the right side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish.
Normal.
His nose is bleeding.
So you are looking for the Holy Lance of Longinus, are you?
No, I was wondering about it myself.
Oh, Louis. It's even worse than I thought. I believe you when you say you've only come to find out more. But in that case, it means that Sarah didn't even tell you the point of it all. Because, believe me, you are looking for it. You are looking for the lance. You should know, you are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life and his fortune
His neck is
trying to
yellow.
find it. Never will he let you have it. But tell me, before going any further, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
No, Your Eminence. I thought you'd be the only one able to help me with it.
Your words lack conviction.
Ah.
If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good, you know. You have no reason to lie to me. Imagine you find it, which I don't doubt, given how resolute you are when you've got something on your mind. Then what? What are you going to use the lance for, exactly?
I can use logic. Characters, no. Journal, PEGI. Sure, I need to look out for that. Totally forgot that. Immunity logic, so we don't use logic. Nothing. I can't answer him to drive away the demons. I don't know for what. Nothing, maybe?
Nothing in particular. I'd like to study it, that's all.
Louis, please. I'm sure you can do better than that. Louis, you should abandon your project. I say this for your own good. You will only get burned if you embark on this enterprise. Lead the lance where it is. Too many people have suffered because of it.
Please excuse me, Your Eminence. I'm in a terrible hurry.
Of course you are. And you won't listen to my advice.
Don't worry about me, Your Eminence. Everything is fine.
That is not the impression you give. Minus one of your limbs.
Wait, is he reacting to my arm at last?
Good luck.
Damn it. Get information about the Holy Land. Search for more clues. Go pick one spare. Possible information on sources. Specialist in esotericism, artistic depictions, sacred texts. Okay. I must find Holy Lands. PEGI said it was in the shape of a leaf. Good. My first two guesses were wrong. Let's go to Mortimer's secret study. And find out something there. Specialist in esotericism. Okay, let's talk to Washington. He's one of us.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
Ask him directly what he knows about the Holy Lands.
I'm back on the trail of my mother again. I don't have time to explain, but would you know anything about the Holy Lance?
That's good news. But be careful, Louis. You might end up getting noticed.
Do you know anything or not?
No, I regret I don't. But why not ask von Wallner? Theology is his field, after all.
That's an idea. In that case, I'll try and find him.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
You're right. Thanks for everything, Mr. President.
See you later.
Okay, yeah, sure, von Wollner. I could have thought on that myself. He's the one on esotericism, I guess. Ludwig von Wollner.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough. Duke Manuel Godoy.
So we have Emily, Godoy, trying to memorize the order.
Huh, that's me.
That's us, that's the Cardinal. That is nothing. That is Washington, right?
President George Washington.
So, here is nothing, or? At least not Van Wollner.
Monsieur Johann van Wollner.
Monsieur Johann van Wollner.
It seems like he isn't here.
Could one of them finally be at home? His images we already looked at. But yeah, maybe it doesn't hurt.
The signs of obscurantism.
Wait, signs? Is there anything on there which is also on the sparrow? There's a leaf-like thing. But nothing else. Only the leaf.
The alchemist is a young man. What a mess. Looks like Wollner was interrupted. Looks a lot like straw. And he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. Straw on his desk. As if to protect something fragile. Yes, someone must have packed something away here. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before.
Have seen it before. I recognize the symbol. Both cost me 1.
I've seen occult inscriptions like this before. They're not very common. As a matter of fact, I've only seen them once before, around the Lock of Al-Azif.
Oh. Johann, I know you are trying to find out what happened to Elizabeth. But it's getting out of hand now. Your escapade on the continent cost me enough as it is. I know it hasn't been easy for you leaving Elizabeth confined in her room for a month so she doesn't bump into Sarah. But to run away without warning, I had to lie to cover you, Johann. Act as if you arrived separately only a few days ago and pursued William to do the same with his guests. I demand that you come to your senses and take hold of yourself. I asked you to fetch something so we can get it off the island, not for the study it in a vain hope of acquiring power. I won't give you any answers, let me be clear on that. It must be at most we run the risk of losing it again. So, for the last time, please go and leave it at the agreed place. I can confirm that someone will pick it up immediately. Gregory. Okay.
A table of alchemical symbols. Someone circled the zinc symbol. The signs of the zodiac.
Do we find anything else?
So, let's see what Wollner has in his bookcase. A few works on religions, 2 scientific essays about human thought. Most of these works are on alchemy. Longini Militis Fabulum. Ah, what have we here? It looks like a kind of biography on Longinus the Centurion. Truly, Volner has done everything he can to get information about that lance. I'd better keep this one, though.
Riche?
Damn, that's all I need. Maybe he knows something about the lance.
What happened? You've lost. Ah, how horrible. Your hand.
It's an accident. To tell you the truth,
Accident? Are you joking? You have lost your hand, Louis. We've got to do something.
It's been done. I've been given treatment, rest assured. I admit that I didn't truly realize the consequences of my recklessness. So just stay calm.
Yes, of course. But Louis, it's your hand.
I know. Please, look, there's nothing I can do about it. I know, I made a mistake, but it's too late now. It was an accident. I only wanted to inspect the place to find my mother and, well, I fell into a trap. The result is appalling, I grant you that, but at least I can guarantee that we're all perfectly safe here on this island.
And you joke about it? Am I dreaming?
No, sir, but let's be realistic. So many world leaders brought together in one place, and there are no safeguards? The error indeed stems from my recklessness. I went looking here and there in search of my mother, and I had an accident. It's my own fault.
Fine. We will drop this incident. Why are you here? What are you doing in my room?
Good. Let's check the first time what he is immune against. We don't know it. He's vulnerable to diversion. Manipulation, questioning. Okay, then I do a Devil's Thorn. We have enough of that. So we could do one of those.
Sir, perfect timing. I was looking for you.
You were looking for me? Well, here I am. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you might help me.
You're the one looking for the lance.
No,
Don't take me for a fool. You are looking for the holy lances.
What? Okay, this only costs me 1, and he is not immune to that, so good.
I'm not looking for the lances of Longinus von Volner. I'm looking for the lance of Longinus. The one that pierced Christ's side.
You are playing with fire.
Don't take it the wrong way. I'll leave you all the copies. Don't worry about that.
Good answer. What are you playing at, Riche? Mortimer's the one who has that cursed lance.
How long have you been looking for it?
Ah, I see. You want it, and so you plan to steal it from Mortimer.
For a long time. Isn't that right?
Why, you little swine! You're planning to give it to Sir Gregory. You're looking to double-cross me and PEGI16.
What on earth is he talking about?
For you, Volner. Okay, let's try that.
But calm yourself, goddammit. You're the one I'm trying to help.
What? What?
I heard you talking with His Eminence, and it seemed to me that this story about the lances had put you in a tight spot. I was only trying to be helpful.
But why didn't you tell me straight away?
Seeing as I hadn't found it, I didn't want to commit myself too quickly. If I'd failed, I would have looked like a beginner.
I understand, Louis. I thought you were trying to manipulate me. But please,
Never.
Excuse me.
Why should we?
I got a little bit carried away. But you can't get ahead by staying in the shadows on a case like this. There are already several of us searching for the lance of Longinus. And it would be smarter to pool our information.
Unfortunately, I've barely made any progress. I'm still trying to find out what the original lance really looked like.
Let me reassure you, we've all been there, given the number of copies there are in existence. It also took us quite some time to discover its true shape. Many believe the central part of the head of the lance to be covered in gold, whereas, in truth, its center is made of an alloy of copper and iron.
That does make sense. In those times, a centurion wouldn't have any chance of possessing a lance made of gold.
That is the perversion of Christian idolatry. A copper lance could not have been noble enough to pierce the side of Christ.
Anyway, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Louis. Keep me posted as to your research.
We're bound to end up recovering it.
I'm counting on it. See you later. I managed to get the biography of Longinus the Centurion. Let's see what it can teach me. An interesting passage here tells me that the lance is engraved with the symbol of the first Christians, the fish.
So, we need a leaf-shaped lance with a fish symbol and a copper center. Could be everything we need to know, but that we'll find out in the next YouTube episode. Twitch we will place a little bit further, but YouTube we will see you in the next episode. Until then, don't lose your head. Goodbye.